good morning/afternoon/evening time. It's the one resource we all share equally. Whether you're rich or poor, young or old, living in a bustling city or a quiet countryside, every one of us is given the same 24 hours in a day. The question is, how are we using it? Time is the most precious resource we possess. Unlike money, possessions, or other material assets, time is finite and irreplaceable. Once a moment has passed, it's gone forever, leaving us only with the memories of how we chose to spend it. This makes time an extraordinary gift, yet it's one we often undervalue or squander without realizing its true worth. And whenever someone passes, he will never be forgotten, and no 2 days are alike. Imagine this: every day you wake up with a set amount of time in your account. 24 hours, or 1440 minutes to be precise. It's the same amount granted to everyone, regardless of wealth, status, or circumstances. But here's the catch: you can't save any of it for later. And you have no control over how much of it remains in your lifetime. Every second ticks away, whether we're using it wisely or not. Despite this reality, many of us act as though time is an endless commodity. We delay our goals, procrastinate on meaningful tasks, and spend hours on activities that offer little value to our lives. The true cost of wasted time goes beyond the immediate. It's not just about the minutes lost scrolling through social media or the hours spent watching yet another episode of a TV series. It's about the missed opportunities, the relationships that could have been nurtured, the skills that could have been learned, and the dreams that could have been pursued. Each of these requires time as their foundation. Without it, even the grandest ambitions remain unrealized. When we waste time, we waste potential. The potential to become better versions of ourselves, to contribute to the world, and to create a life we're proud of. Unlike the old days when you were taught to limit your time, to work harder and earn more, to be successful today in the new age of enlightenment, executive flexibility, and the rise of the Great Resignation, we have the potential to do more. Many people don't recognize the value of time until they face a situation that forces them to confront its scarcity. Think about someone who has received a serious health diagnosis or a person nearing the end of their life. Often their biggest regret isn't the money they didn't earn or the material possessions they lacked. It's the time they wasted. Time they could have spent with loved ones, pursuing their passions, or simply living more fully. This stark realization serves as a reminder for the rest of us. We don't need to wait until time is running out to start valuing it. One of the reasons people waste time is the illusion of abundance. We tell ourselves there's always tomorrow to do what matters. We'll start exercising, learning, or chasing our dreams someday. But the reality is that someday often never comes. Life is unpredictable and our time isn't guaranteed. The more we put off living intentionally, the more we risk waking up one day and realizing we've let too much of it slip away. Wasting time also stems from distractions and a lack of clarity about what truly matters. In today's world, distractions are everywhere, pulling us in multiple directions and tempting us with instant gratification. Social media, endless entertainment options, and constant notifications all vie for our attention, making it easy to lose hours on activities that don't align with our values or goals. Over time, these small daily losses add up to significant chunks of life spent unproductively. The good news is that it's never too late to start valuing time and using it wisely. The first step is awareness, recognizing when and how we're wasting it. From there, we can take proactive steps to eliminate distractions, set priorities, and focus on what truly matters. This doesn't mean every moment must be productive or planned. Rest, relaxation, and joy are essential parts of life. However, it does mean being intentional about how we spend our time, ensuring it aligns with our values and aspirations. Ultimately, time is a reflection of life itself. How we use it defines who we are and what we achieve. By treating it as the precious, non-renewable resource it is, we can ensure that when our time does run out, we'll look back with pride, not regret. Identifying priorities is one of the most crucial steps in managing time effectively and leading a purposeful life. With the constant demands and distractions of the modern world, it's easy to become overwhelmed by the sheer volume of tasks, responsibilities, and opportunities vying for our attention. Without a clear sense of what truly matters, we risk spreading ourselves too thin, devoting energy to things that don't align with our goals or values, and ultimately feeling unfulfilled. Prioritization isn't just about deciding what to do, it's about deciding what not to do, and understanding why certain things deserve our focus over others. At the heart of prioritization is the principle that not all tasks or activities are created equal. Some have a significant impact on our goals and well-being, while others, though they may seem urgent or appealing, offer little long-term value. Stephen Covey's time management matrix is a useful tool for understanding this distinction. It categorizes tasks into 4 quadrants based on their urgency and importance. 1. Important and urgent. 2. Important but not urgent. 3. Urgent but not important. 4. Neither urgent nor important. To live a meaningful and productive life, most of our time should be spent in the 2nd quadrant. Important but not urgent. These tasks include activities that contribute to long-term success and fulfillment, such as planning, building relationships, learning new skills, and working toward personal or professional goals. In the process, time moves slowly, whether it be in ways you can imagine or that you avoid. So it's important, however, without intentional effort, many people get caught up in the 1st and 3rd quadrants, constantly responding to crises and distractions instead of focusing on what truly matters. And that is so true to me because of the very first principle that we teach in creative leadership, which is taking responsibility and ownership for everything that happens in your life. Identifying priorities begins with clarity. To prioritize effectively, you must first understand your values, goals, and purpose. What is most important to you? What are you working toward? Without this foundation, it's difficult to differentiate between what deserves your time and what doesn't. For example, if your top priority is to build a successful career, activities that enhance your skills, expand your network, or contribute to your professional growth should take precedence. On the other hand, if your priority is spending quality time with your family, your schedule should reflect that commitment. And everything you do as a business, once you've established your priorities, it's essential to break them down into actionable steps. Vague goals, like be more successful or improve my health, are difficult to prioritize because they lack specificity. Instead, identify clear, measurable objectives, such as complete a certification course by the end of the year, or exercise for 30 minutes 5 times a week. These tangible goals make it easier to allocate your time and resources effectively. Another critical aspect of prioritization is learning to say no. Many people struggle with this because they fear disappointing others or missing out on opportunities. However, every time you say yes to something that isn't a priority, you're effectively saying no to something that is. Time is finite, and spreading yourself too thin can lead to burnout and diminished effectiveness in all areas of life. Saying no isn't selfish, it's a way of protecting your energy and ensuring you have the capacity to give your best to what truly matters. It's also important to recognize that priorities can shift over time. Life is dynamic, and what's important today may not hold the same weight tomorrow. Regularly reassessing your priorities ensures they remain aligned with your current goals and circumstances. This process of reflection allows you to adjust your focus as needed, ensuring you're always working toward what's most meaningful and impactful. Effective prioritization requires discipline and focus. It's not enough to identify your priorities. You must also structure your time to reflect them. This might mean setting aside specific blocks of time for high priority activities, creating to-do lists that rank tasks by importance, or using productivity techniques like the Pomodoro method to stay on track. Consistency is key. Even small, consistent efforts toward your priorities can lead to significant progress over time. Ultimately, identifying and focusing on your priorities is about living intentionally. It's about taking control of your time and energy, rather than letting them be dictated by external demands or fleeting distractions. By dedicating yourself to what truly matters, you can achieve your goals, create a sense of fulfillment, and ensure that your time is spent in ways that align with your values and aspirations. And so the idea is, eliminating distractions is essential for anyone striving to use their time effectively and achieve meaningful goals. In today's fast-paced and hyper-connected world, distractions are everywhere, constantly pulling our attention away from what truly matters. From the endless notifications on our smartphones to the allure of social media, entertainment, and even unnecessary tasks, these interruptions can make it incredibly difficult to stay focused. Learning to identify and remove distractions is not just a productivity skill. It's a necessity for leading a purposeful and intentional life. One of the biggest challenges of distractions is their subtlety. Unlike obvious obstacles, distractions often masquerade as harmless or even productive activities. For instance, checking email may seem like a responsible task, but it can quickly spiral into an hour-long session of responding to unimportant messages or browsing unrelated content. Similarly, scrolling through social media for just a few minutes can turn into a significant time drain. Distractions thrive on our willingness to engage with them, and before we know it, they've consumed valuable time that could have been spent on more meaningful pursuits. And the first step in eliminating distractions is awareness. Many people don't realize how much time they lose to distractions because they don't track their habits. Taking an honest look at how you spend your time can be eye-opening. Tools like time tracking apps or even a simple journal can help you identify patterns and pinpoint the distractions that have the greatest impact on your productivity. Once you're aware of where your time is going, you can take proactive steps to address the problem. Technology is one of the most common sources of distraction. While smartphones, computers, and other devices are essential tools for work and communication, they are also designed to capture and hold your attention. Notifications, pop-ups, and the endless stream of content available online can easily derail your focus. To combat this, consider implementing strategies to reduce the impact of technology on your time. Number 1, turn off non-essential notifications, use website blockers to limit access to distracting sites, and set specific times for checking email or social media. These small changes can create significant improvements in your ability to concentrate. Physical distractions can also interfere with productivity. A cluttered workspace, background noise, or frequent interruptions from colleagues or family members can make it difficult to maintain focus. To minimize these distractions, create an environment that supports concentration. Keep your workspace organized. Invest in noise-canceling headphones if needed, and communicate boundaries to those around you. Let others know when you need uninterrupted time to work on important tasks. Mental distractions are another major challenge. Even when external distractions are minimized, internal ones, such as stress, anxiety, or daydreaming, can still disrupt your focus. Addressing mental distractions requires cultivating mindfulness and building habits that support mental clarity. Practices like meditation, deep breathing, or journaling can help you manage stress and stay present. Additionally, breaking tasks into smaller, manageable steps can reduce feelings of overwhelm and make it easier to focus on the task at hand. Taking action now is one of the most important habits to develop if you want to stop wasting time and make meaningful progress in your life. Too often, people wait for the perfect moment to begin a task, pursue a goal, or make a change. The truth is that perfect moment rarely, if ever, arrives. Life is full of uncertainties, and if we keep waiting for the ideal conditions, we may find ourselves stuck in a cycle of inaction and regret. The key to overcoming this inertia is to start now, even if the circumstances aren't perfect. Procrastination is one of the main reasons people fail to take action. It often stems from fear of failure, fear of the unknown, or even fear of success. When faced with a challenging or unfamiliar task, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and decide to put it off. But delaying action only increases anxiety and makes the task seem even more daunting over time. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to start. By taking immediate action, you break this cycle and build momentum, which is crucial for long-term success. Starting now doesn't mean you have to achieve perfection or complete everything at once. In fact, perfectionism can be another major barrier to taking action. Many people hold themselves back because they believe they need to have every detail figured out before they begin. They want to have all the right tools, knowledge, or skills before taking the first step. While preparation is important, over-preparing can lead to paralysis or excellences. And progress is far more valuable than perfection because it moves you closer to your goals. Remember, you can always refine and improve as you go. One of the most powerful ways to take action is to focus on small, manageable steps. Breaking a big goal into smaller tasks makes it feel less intimidating and more achievable. For example, if you're writing a book, don't worry about completing an entire chapter in one sitting. Start with a single paragraph or even a sentence. Small wins create a sense of accomplishment and build momentum, making it easier to continue. So over time, these small actions add up to significant progress. Another important aspect of taking action now is embracing the concept of learning by doing. Many people hesitate to start because they feel unprepared or worry they don't have enough expertise. However, some of the best learning happens through experience. When you take action, you gain insights, develop skills, and build confidence that you simply can't acquire through planning alone. Mistakes are a natural part of the process, and they often provide valuable lessons that help you improve and grow. It's also important to remember that action creates clarity. If you're unsure about what direction to take or how to achieve a goal, the best way to find answers is to start experimenting. Taking even the smallest step forward can provide new perspectives and reveal opportunities you hadn't considered. For example, if you're unsure about pursuing a certain career path, try volunteering, interning, or taking a short course in that field. These actions can help you gain clarity and determine whether it's the right fit for you. One of the biggest benefits of taking action now is the sense of empowerment it brings. When you take control of your time and energy, you demonstrate to yourself that you're capable of making things happen. This self-confidence builds over time, motivating you to tackle bigger challenges and set even more ambitious goals. Conversely, delaying action can erode your confidence, leaving you feeling stuck and powerless. To build the habit of taking action, it's helpful to create a system of accountability. Share your goals with a trusted friend or mentor, set deadlines, and track your progress. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small.